Angay siguro nato may numduman nga ang Cebu giatake sa mga Hapon niadtong April 10, 1942 or one day after the fall of Bataan and the death march that happened thereafter. Doon na ta karon ikay nami nga mo istorya bahin sa iyang amahan nga ning survive sa Bataan death march.
It was December 7. I saw Papa and Mama talking to one another, and they were crying. So I just wondered why. In the meantime, there were soldiers in trucks passing our house, and afterwards I realized that they were talking about the war that was coming the next day. And maybe already he prepared Mama where to go, whom to contact.
You were aning a time in Quezon City.
Quezon City. That was our house.
Okay.
We moved from the Camp Murphy,
Which is
which
now
is Camp Aguinaldo.
Aguinaldo karon.
Yes. So I said, it's wartime. But we didn't know what was the meaning of war. At that time in 1940, I was 10 years old. The following day, he was gone early. He went to Zambales. He was on duty.
Money and diary. So April 9 sila.
April 9, Bataan fell.
And then the following day, so good siya, ukuan. Prisoner of war, 10 April to 30 September 1942.
So they were taken as prisoners. They marched to the camp.
Camp O'Donnell
Camp
in Kapas,
O'Donnell,
Tarlac,
in Kapas,
from
Tarlac.
Bataan.
I remember that Mama used to visit him on 2 occasions. The first occasion, she couldn't see Papa. There were many people all around him because he was a group leader of the grass detail, taking grass for the soldiers of the Japanese for their horses. And he was made a group leader. The second time, she was able to see my father. And as a sign that he is alive, he gave his bathrobe, a green bathrobe. That was the only time Mama met him, because there were many families of soldiers. They were really trying to, to get attention from him so that they would give their letters, medicines, whatever that they brought for their family. I remember is when he said they were in the concentration camp and they used to have mongo or rice, and I think they had no plates because they were eating from their hand. And they even said in one of the diaries there, he writes, they had no water. But they had water for the horses of the Japanese. Naniwang siya, he had dysentery, typhoid, malaria. He was really sick. And there was one time I remember, he happened to be just so maybe dying, and the Japanese were ready to bayonet him and throw him into the truck. And my cousin doctor, he was a soldier doctor, happened to pass by. That's my uncle. I'm a doctor. I'll take care of him. Hapit na namatay. That's why, again, second life. When the things of Papa were given, like the trunk, the army trunk and his suitcase, when they were given, I opened them and
Pero wala na siya, namatay na siya.
Patay na siya.
Maura ni first time. So di
That's
hindi
the
siya
first
kailangan
time.
mo istorya.
I did not see this at all.
These are all about the period nga gipreso siya.
Yes.
So yung shirt
The shirt,
niya
when I opened this from the trunk, I felt that I was holding the veil of Veronica. Remember, my father has been wearing that from April 14 until September 30, 1942. He was able to get a saber of the Japanese. Maybe he befriended a Japanese, and that's how he got a saber. I found that there in one of the diaries, he says there that he developed trancaso. Here, I was sick with trancaso, and the Japanese are very afraid of malaria, so he was given a permanent release.
So dito na siya sa Dao, Pampanga, gi-release Dao Angeles, Pampanga. What's his connection to Cebu?
He was made the zone commander. Before that, in 1927, he was also assigned to Cebu and met my mama in Bogo.
I think he was also in the underground because there's a mention here of special operative siya sa Luzon guerrilla.
Because later on, he would join the Americans when they went to Calasiao. And that was the time that he got lost, and we didn't know why he was lost. It was only my mother who knew. And there were many of his writings that I found out that they were talking about Bataan because they were called the defenders of Bataan.
Defenders of Bataan. He kept these things to remind him of the brutal years sa gubat.
Well, I think he kept all this in his trunk, in his, suitcase. And he had also many other writings.
Yeah.
He loved to write, he loved to, collect some materials for his diary.
Mga kaigsuunan sa atong pagtiwas niining atong hataas nga hugna bahin sa pag-abot sa mga Hapones o sa Japanese Occupation, atong tukian ang mapait nga kaagi sulod sa syudad sa Subo.